Lucy woke up early, just like she did every morning. The sun was shining through her window, and the birds were singing outside. It looked like a perfect day. Lucy stretched and smiled. Today is going to be a good day, she said to herself. She always started her day with a positive thought. She believed that the way you start your morning can shape your whole day. Lucy lived in a small but cozy apartment. She loved her little home. It had everything she needed, just enough space for her books, her plants, and a big comfy chair where she loved to sit and read. As she got out of bed, she looked around and felt grateful. I am happy with what I have, she thought. After getting dressed, Lucy made her way to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. She always took time to enjoy her mornings. Today, she made her favorite, scrambled eggs, toast, and a cup of hot coffee. As she sat down at the table, her phone rang. It was her friend Maria. Good morning, Lucy. Maria's voice was cheerful, but Lucy could hear something was wrong. I have bad news. Our trip to the beach this weekend is cancelled. I'm really sorry, but I just found out I have to work. Lucy had been looking forward to the beach trip all week. The idea of spending a day by the ocean, relaxing with her friends, was something she really wanted. For a moment, she felt disappointed. But then, she remembered her promise to herself, to try and be happy, no matter what. That's okay, Maria, Lucy said, keeping her voice light. We can go another time. Maybe we can do something fun this weekend anyway, like go to the park or have a movie night. Maria sighed with relief. You're always so positive, Lucy. I thought you'd be upset. Lucy smiled. I try to focus on what I can control, she said. If we can't go to the beach, we can still have fun doing something else. We'll make the best of it. After hanging up the phone, Lucy finished her breakfast and decided to go for a walk. She loved walking in the park near her apartment. The park was full of tall, green trees, and there was a small river that ran through the middle of it. It was a peaceful place, perfect for clearing her mind and thinking. As Lucy walked, she noticed families playing, people walking their dogs, and joggers running along the path. The sight of people enjoying their day made her feel even happier. She took a deep breath and smiled to herself. I am lucky to live in such a beautiful place, she thought. But just as she was about to sit down on a bench by the river, the sky suddenly turned dark. Thick grey clouds moved quickly, and before Lucy could react, it started to rain. At first, it was just a light drizzle, but soon it became heavy rain. Lucy didn't have an umbrella, and her clothes were quickly soaked. For a moment, Lucy felt annoyed. This rain is going to ruin my nice walk, she thought. She looked around and saw other people running to find shelter. She could feel herself starting to get frustrated. But then, she stopped. Wait, she said to herself. This doesn't have to ruin my day. I can still choose to be happy. Instead of running for cover, Lucy decided to keep walking. The rain felt cool on her skin, and the sound of the raindrops hitting the trees and the ground was calming. She walked slowly, letting the rain wash over her. She even laughed as she splashed in a puddle. People passing by looked at her like she was crazy, but she didn't care. I'm happy, even in the rain, she thought. When she finally got home, Lucy was soaking wet, but she didn't mind. She changed into dry clothes and made herself a cup of hot tea. Sitting by the window, wrapped in a blanket, she watched the rain continue to fall outside. The raindrops tapped against the glass, creating a soft, peaceful sound. Lucy felt calm. Just as she was about to relax with a book, her phone rang again. It was her boss from the bookstore where she worked. "Hi, Lucy," her boss said. "I'm really sorry to ask this, but can you come into work today? Karen is sick, and we're short on staff." Lucy hadn't planned on working today. She was looking forward to spending her afternoon relaxing at home. For a second, she felt annoyed again. "I just got comfortable," she thought. But then, she reminded herself of her promise. "I can be happy, even if my plans change." "No problem," Lucy said cheerfully. "I'll be there in an hour." At the bookstore, Lucy smiled as customers came in and out. She loved working with books, and she enjoyed helping people find something new to read. One customer, an elderly man who visited the store often, came up to the counter. He was holding a book in his hands. "You seem happy today," the man said with a smile. "It's nice to see someone who enjoys their work." Lucy smiled back. "Thank you," she said. "I try to stay happy no matter what happens. It makes everything better." The man nodded. "That's a good way to live," he said. "I used to let little things bother me, but now I try to focus on the good things in life." Lucy felt even better after talking to him. It was nice to hear that other people were trying to stay positive too. The rest of her workday passed quickly, and before she knew it, it was time to go home. On her way home, Lucy decided to stop by her favorite cafe for dinner. She ordered a big plate of pasta and a glass of iced tea. Sitting by the window, she watched people walk by. Some were laughing, others were in a hurry, and a few looked like they were having a tough day. Lucy thought about her day. It hadn't gone as she had planned, but she had still found a way to enjoy it. Life is always full of surprises, she thought, but I can choose how I react to them. "Would you like to take a short walk with me?" she asked. "It might help you feel better." At first, Mr. Wilson shook his head. "I don't think so," he said. But Lucy didn't give up. "Just a short walk around the block," she said with a smile. "I'll walk slowly with you." Finally, Mr. Wilson agreed. As they walked together, Lucy pointed out little things: the pretty flowers in someone's garden, the birds singing in the trees. She talked about how being outside made her feel good, even when the weather wasn't perfect. By the time they returned to their building, Mr. Wilson seemed to be in a better mood. "Thank you for the walk, Lucy," he said. "I guess there are some things to be happy about after all." Lucy smiled. "There always are," she said. "We just have to look for them." That afternoon, Lucy visited Maria to cheer her up. "Work has been so stressful," Maria said. "I feel like nothing is going right." Lucy listened carefully. "I understand," she said. "But remember, even in stressful times, there are good things. You're learning, you're getting stronger, and you have friends who care about you." Maria smiled. "Thanks, Lucy," she said. "You always know how to make me feel better." As Lucy walked home, she felt proud. She had helped others see the good in their lives, and that made her feel even happier. Life wasn't always easy, but she had learned that happiness wasn't something that just happened, it was something you could choose. And every day, Lucy chose to be happy.